This right here is what we consider to be plot armor. Or is it plot armor? I'm gonna be honest with you. Sonic Adventure 2 is a top tier Sonic game. I don't really know how the general masses feel about this because after a while, Sonic Adventure 2 did get a lot of flack for, I think, no reason at all, just because people like to bash old stuff, and people don't like Sonic that much, but who cares?
Sonic was never good.
I think Sonic Adventure 2 is a great game, and I still do believe that it is my top favorite game, after Sonic Adventure 1, of course. As a big fan of the original Sonic Adventure game, I will say that Adventure 2 probably has a leg up on Adventure on the whole story aspect. Adventure 2's story feels much more succinct and a lot more cinematic. In conjunction with story, I also feel like Sonic Adventure 2 presents even better characters than the initial Sonic Adventure 1. We're talking about Shadow the Hedgehog, Rouge the Bat, and even a playable Dr. Eggman. This game seemed to have it all. Yeah, I will admit, I do love Sonic Adventure 1's characters a lot. They are great, but Adventure 2 just does it better. I have even gone on record saying that I actually enjoy Big the Cat's gameplay and him as a character. There's a whole video I made about it, so if you want to see that, go check it out. But even still, let's go back to Adventure 2. I made a primal point to go back and talk about the story of Sonic Adventure 2 and the characters in brief, just because I believe it's a primal point of mentioning if we're going to talk about today's topic, which is the plot armor in this game. Alright, so let me pull a Joseph Joestar real quick and predict what you're going to say next. Sonicsta, what is plot armor? Well, I'm so glad you asked, my young pupil. You see, Google defines plot armor as a term to refer to the phenomenon in fiction whereby the main character is allowed to survive dangerous situations because they are needed for the plot to continue. But to think more simply about it, plot armor is basically like when the plot allows you to succeed. The story needs you to succeed, so you do. No matter the circumstances, you always win, just because the story says so. So now that you understand the basic gist of what plot armor is, let's go back into Sonic Adventure 2 and talk about a couple of times where plot armor actually could have made an appearance. And even still, let's analyze if this was actually plot armor in the first place, which is the most important question. Is this plot armor? Let's discuss this now. Actually, hold up. Before we continue in the video, I do want to ask you guys to hit that like and subscribe button. That way I know you guys like this kind of content and want to see more of it in the future. It would really help me out a lot, so don't forget to do that. Alright, let's go to the first scene that comes to mind when I think of plot armor in Sonic Adventure 2, and that is when Sonic uses the power of the fake Chaos Emerald. Alright, so there's a couple of things at play here. We have Sonic himself, the fake Chaos Emerald, and the fact that he's about to die. So what I believe is the most important thing to do here first is to analyze the facts. What do we already know to be absolutely beyond a shadow of a doubt true? Let's start by taking an in-depth look at the fake Chaos Emeralds, which only ever made an appearance in main canon in Sonic Adventure 2. So what we already know about the fake Chaos Emerald is that it has the exact same wavelength and properties as a real Chaos Emerald. However, it's not as powerful as a real one. Its initial purpose was actually to reverse the energy field inside a real Chaos Emerald and then explode, pretty much making sure that Eggman's plan does not succeed. So even though the fake Chaos Emerald does not have the exact same purpose as a real one, it's important to note that they are on a similar playing field. But anyway, that is all of the basic knowledge we have about the fake Chaos Emerald. It did only appear in one game, and it was for kind of a short amount of time towards the end of the game, but even still, that's a pretty fair amount of knowledge to go off of. I would even argue that this information right here is enough to consider the fact that this is not plot armor. But anyway, let's move further and discuss Sonic the Hedgehog as a character and his abilities with Chaos Emeralds. So when it comes to Sonic the Hedgehog and the Chaos Emeralds, we've seen him use them before when it comes to turning into Super Sonic, or even upgrading the Chaos Emeralds with the power of the Master Emerald to become Super Emeralds and become Hypersonic. This is an important discussion to have because this just proves that Sonic does have Chaos energy residing within him, so he is compatible with a Chaos Emerald. And I think with that being said, he should be compatible with a fake one because it has the same wavelengths and properties. Though it may not be as strong as one, that doesn't mean he cannot use it. But by that very same token, Sonic the Hedgehog has never used Chaos Control before. He's only seen it happen one time before with Shadow the Hedgehog, so this is relatively a foreign concept for him. However, Sonic is well aware of the Chaos Emerald's power. He knows that this is something that can be done with them because immediately after Shadow performs this action, he says,
Hey, it's not his speed. He must be using the Chaos Emerald to warp.
This proves that even though Sonic has never actually done Chaos Control before, or even seen it for that matter, he's still able to deduce that it's the power of the Chaos Emeralds. So let's go back to this scene here with Sonic the Hedgehog in the middle of this capsule about to explode with the power of the fake Chaos Emerald. So let's take this scene and think about it as a whole for a moment. Sonic the Hedgehog has just been ejected from the Space Colony Ark with the power of a fake Chaos Emerald, and the capsule that he's in is about to explode. So in this particular situation, you may think that the most important thing that's going to be happening here is that Sonic is going to die. But I think to Sonic, the most important thing to remember is that all of his friends are currently on the Space Colony Ark, and the rest of the world is at stake. The entire planet is at stake. So what's important to Sonic is saving everyone. Sonic has proven time and time again that he's a self-sacrificial character, so I think in this particular scene, Sonic is not thinking about himself or the power of the Chaos Emerald. He's thinking about all of the people he has to save in the process of doing the action of Chaos Control. Sonic the Hedgehog in the past has proven to be a self-righteous character who is willing to put his life on the line for others, and in this situation, it's no different. So I think regardless of the fact that Sonic has never done Chaos Control before, the power of his friendship is the thing that propelled him most of all. So I guess in turn you could say that the power of friendship is an idea of plot armor, but by that very same token, this is something that Sonic has been doing countless times throughout the entire series. So is it really plot armor, or is this just Sonic as a character? I mean, Sonic does have chaos power, so it can be possible for him to do, but by that very same token, Shadow later says to him that it almost seems like it should have been an impossible task to use a fake emerald to get back to where he was. Now, I think for me personally, I don't think this is actually plot armor. You see, the Chaos Emerald does have the same wavelengths and properties, as I said time and time again, so it should be able to perform the exact same actions. That said, Sonic has been using Chaos Energy for the longest time now, so it feels like this is something that he should just be able to do, despite never doing it before. So I think as far as the whole idea of friendship goes, I believe that was Sonic's motivation, but I don't think that was the reason why he performed the action. I think he did it because this is something he's able to do, but by that very same token, he was motivated just because he wanted to save others. But of course, those are just my thoughts. Let me know yours in the comment section down below, because this is just the first part of the plot armor Sonic Adventure 2 discussion. The second part is going to be far more controversial, and that comes into question with Sonic the Hedgehog versus Shadow. Now, this is actually like a pretty popular discussion because a lot of people seem to believe that Shadow the Hedgehog should have won this fight. And the only reason that Shadow didn't win is because Sonic is the main character, and good is always supposed to triumph over evil. And the reason that Shadow should have won is because he has far more abilities than Sonic, and thus he is more experienced in using them. Now, at some point I would like to make a video talking about Sonic vs. Shadow as a whole and their overall experience and battles and what it would be like if they were to fight right now at this point in time, but in this particular video, I want to talk about strictly Sonic Adventure 2 and where that was standing at. Contrary to what seems to be somewhat popular belief, Sonic and Shadow are actually on equal footing in this fight. Both of them have the power of the Chaos Emerald, as they are both using Chaos Control whenever they fall behind to catch right back up, or they're using their own form of like a Chaos Sphere or a Sonic Wind to use as a defensive. The two of them also are literally using the exact same moves, as they both run at the same speed and also can do a homing attack and spin dash. I say all this to say because, to be totally honest, at this current point in time, it's really hard to justify a clear winner. Now, we know at the end of the game Sonic actually does end up winning, because otherwise the scene at the beginning of the video I showed earlier would not have happened, because Sonic would have been stopped. Now, I know some people suggest that Shadow could have won this fight by using something like Chaos Blast or any other Chaos power, but I feel like in Shadow doing that, he could have caused devastation to the entire road they're on, and Shadow could have just been falling into space out of orbit, or Sonic could have just Chaos Controlled right out of there. However, there is also a compelling argument for Sonic. Some seem to believe that since Sonic is using the power of a fake emerald, and since Shadow thought that was impossible, Sonic may have actually more Chaos Energy than Shadow does. Or at least Sonic did at that time. And the only reason Sonic could have won is because Shadow could have run out of Chaos Energy and couldn't do Chaos Control anymore, thus resulting in a loss. But even still, this is quite a stretch. The battle between Sonic and Shadow in this fight is a battle of stamina. The only way a winner can be determined is who actually can last the longest. We see this actually happen in the first battle they have in Green Forest. Both of these characters are completely out of breath, and they're only able to escape from this fight because Eggman tells Shadow that it's time to go. So they both just leave. So in this particular instance, there is no winner in this fight. So what exactly gave Sonic the edge to beat Shadow towards the end of the game? And I think the only possible really true answer is plot armor. Sonic and Shadow were actually presented to be somewhat equals, and I feel like this fight actually kind of illustrates that exact same fact. I think to say that one character would win over another in this particular instance is kind of not acknowledging the strength of the other character you say would lose. Now you see, I think the difference between this situation and the one with the fake Chaos Emerald is the sheer fact that there is actually nothing presented in this case that Sonic or Shadow should win. When it comes to the fake Chaos Emerald, Sonic has already proven that he could use Chaos powers before, and when it comes to the fake Chaos Emerald, the only thing that separates it from being a real one is the fact that it's not as strong as a real one. So that's not to say that Sonic can't use Chaos Control in this situation, it just says that it would take a lot more out of him to use it in the first place. But in the case of Sonic vs. Shadow, in Sonic Adventure 2, none of these two actually have a leg up on either. So the only reason Sonic was supposed to win is because the heroes were supposed to prevail. That's it. That's the reason. So my final verdict is that this fight between Sonic and Shadow, the only reason Sonic won is because he had plot armor. That's not to say that he would lose without it, but it isn't to say he would win either. In all honesty, it would have probably just been a stalemate. That is just how I see it. Yo guys, what's going on? Thank you all so much for sticking around to the end of the video, but now I want to hear from you. Do you believe that there was any plot armor significance in the game Sonic Adventure 2? Was anything I said accurate, or do you completely disagree? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. I would love to see what you guys have to say. The opinions here are really important because I don't think there's a right or wrong answer when it comes to any of these, but I do believe that it's important to acknowledge that other people have a different perspective on what's going on here. So I would love to see what you guys have to say, so drop them down in the comment section down below. Also, one last thing before I go here is, I want to take the time to shout out some of my amazing channel members. Thank you guys for supporting me and creating the best possible content that I can create. Without you guys, videos like these would not be possible. I'm telling you, I am dead serious when I tell you that I wake up every day praising the Lord for amazing people like you. You guys are truly the best. If you want to become a member of my channel, there will be a link in the description down below. But if you want to support me through other means, leaving a like, comment, and subscribing definitely go a super long way. But anyway, thank you all again so much for watching. This is Sonic signing out. Have a super blessed day, y'all.
Why are you playing that trash?